Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Danny from The Glittered Rose. This card I made using the Betterpress system. I recently purchased the Sizzix Switch and I wasn't sure if the Betterpress system would fit in the Switch. There were no videos online, so I thought I would test the system in the Switch and record myself while I'm doing it. So stick around if you want to see if the Betterpress system works in the Sizzix Switch and how I made this card. As always, if you like this video, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. Okay, so I have the wonderful fairy tale frame by Pink Fresh Studio ready to go, and I'm using the Betterpress ink, Wild Berry and French Blue. I chose these two colours because pink and blue make purple, and I wanted a little bit of purple on there. So I start off just by smooshing on the pink or wild berry and tapping that on, making sure to sort of smoosh it in, sort of turning the ink pad to get all the different bits in the plate inked, so it's all nice and inked. And then we'll go in with French Blue. I love this colour. I think that this is one of their best colours. It's a gorgeous blue. It's not too dark. It's very clean. Just using the same technique, but bringing it down over onto the pink to get some purple. I wish I brought it down a little bit further, so it was a little bit more purple, but live and learn. Next time I'll blend it a bit more. Just making sure that it's nice and inky. I already have my piece of paper in place, which is the porcelain Betterpress paper. I've popped the lid on and I'm just bringing across my Sizzix Switch into frame. It's a bit hard to get it into shot because it's so big. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Popping it through the Sizzix Switch. To say I was a bit nervous is an understatement. I was just praying it wasn't going to get stuck or ruin my machine, but it went through beautifully. Time for the big reveal. Has it worked? Ta-da! Yes, it has. It's beautiful. Look at that. If you could feel the texture of this through the camera, you'd be amazed. It's just beautiful. I'm just peeling it off. I'm so happy with the result. Okay, I'm going to just die cut this out now and run it through my Sizzix machine. You probably don't need to see this, so I'll cut this next bit out. I think cleaning the Betterpress plates and the system itself is an important part because the nature of the beast, you're going to get ink on your Betterpress system. I've found the best method to clean it is the archival ink cleaner. Just rub it on, maybe a little bit more gently than I have been. I've ruined the felt pad on it, and just wipe it over with some paper towel. And that cleans it and removes the stains off the system. Okay, so it's nice and clean. Now we're going in with the sentiment. This one is a lovely sentiment from Pink Fresh, and it's Favourite Things sentiments. I'm going to test on the middle of the scrap paper to see how it goes. I'm just positioning everything, taping it down with tape. I decided to do the sentiment in French Blue because the pinks are so vibrant. I thought the blue would sort of even it out and make it look more balanced. I'm just going in with the same technique of twisting and turning the ink pad, or as I call it, smooshing. And just smoosh it in, just so it's all nice and even. It's pretty simple. You get perfect results. So the Betterpress system should be supplied with shims. Mine were missing, but I think that may have been just an accident from Spellbinders. So the extra shims give more pressure or less pressure depending on your machine. And it's always best to test this. For the fairy tale frame, I used 2 shims because I felt that my machine probably would need 2. I need a little extra pressure when I use my glimmer machine, so I thought that 2 would probably be good for the frame, and I thought I'll test the 3 with the sentiment and see how we go. Okay, so I've run it through and I'll have a look. So it looks good, but on the back, I'm sort of cut it out of the frame. On the back of the piece of paper, I can see it's almost tried to die cut through the back of the paper, so that tells me that there's too much pressure. So I'm going to pop out that extra shim and try again. I'll just go through the same steps and run it through my die cut machine and I'll be back. Okay, so I die cut it out. It looks perfect. It better pressed perfectly. It says, I hope your day is filled with your favorite things. I also have die cut out a cover plate, which has holes in it. So I thought to bring that purple that we've blended on the front of the cover, I thought I'll have purple behind my white cover plate. So it'll just bring that purple in very subtly, but it'll look nice. I'm very sorry if you can hear some noise in the background. My children are playing Fortnite and they're having a ball. It's actually quite fun to listen to. I hope they're winning. I'm just gluing everything down, which you probably don't need to watch. I will die cut out the frame with cardstock to bring it out a bit further. The Betterpress cotton paper is thick and luxurious, so it doesn't need a lot. So just once is plenty. And then for the sentiment, I want that to stand out further than my frame. So I've die cut out some pop-up foam and I'll stick that on. I'll do all the gluing off camera. And here we are, nearly finished. I think it's looking really pretty. If you could feel the texture, you know, I think that would sell the Betterpress system to everyone. I have the most perfect crystals to put on these. These are glass crystals, and they are basically pink with a blue and purple sheen. So they pick up the colours that are in the card. I knew right away which ones I was going to use. Sometimes it's funny. You just have the right thing. I ended up putting 7 crystals on my card and I just think it finishes it perfectly. I always find an uneven number looks best rather than an even number. And that's all done. It's all finished. I hope you like this card, and I was so relieved that the Betterpress system works in my Sizzix Switch. So if you found this video useful, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.